Hi, I'm Jeremy, and happy Boxing Day. Boxing Day, of course, being the day for all you ungrateful people, for you to take back your gifts, or for the people who get repeat gifts to take their gifts back to the stores. But we move on. First, I wanted to talk about Christmas Eve, where apparently Amazon's web services shut down sort of a little bit in their East Coast data center, where a bunch of people like me who watch Netflix did not get to see their Netflix on Christmas Eve or the very beginning of Christmas Day with their families. I'm of two ways about this, where, Netflix got shut down, but Amazon's instant stream service was still going, and, all these, weird things going on. But at the same time, when a few 100 million people all have the day off, what do you expect, Netflix? Really? The power draw on the power grid had to be amazing already on Christmas, where, nobody's going out, everybody's staying in, turning on their heaters and whatever. So whatever. It was just, industrial failure, like so many industries are doing nowadays. Speaking of failing industries, Toyota decided to settle their sudden acceleration lawsuit out of court for about $1.1 billion, which is not too shabby in the, billions of dollars department, but at the same time, just don't have the problems in the first place. Fix the problems. Don't just, throw money at them. And I say that because allegedly they knew the problem was there, but they kind of covered it up, and, well, they just don't want that to go to court. Who would? And in news that makes my head spin a little bit, Piers Morgan, most notably these days of CNN notoriety, he's, on his soapbox on CNN, he's talking about the Newtown, Connecticut shooting and how, gun control needs to be much, much tighter. And all of a sudden, the people on the White House petition website decided that they wanted to get on there and soapbox their own selves and try and get Piers Morgan deported for being a, lefty gun control winger person. This baffles me a lot because the people of the internet who are signing such things are taking our legitimate right to petition that is in the Constitution and turning into this mystical farce that I don't understand why every little grievance you have, every little person you have a disagreement with has to be, petitioned to the White House and, Barack Obama got elected as president, so we have to secede, or, Piers Morgan gets on a soapbox, so he needs to get deported. No, just let people have an opinion, let the democratic process work, and we'll see how the chips fall, and we'll pick them up when they need to be. But, don't stomp on his right to have an opinion. That's totally un-American. All 30,000 plus of you who signed that petition should be ashamed. Speaking of constitutional laws, good gracious. Now, if I say the names Jack Klugman and Charles Durning, you probably normally wouldn't know who those guys are, except for the fact that they died on Monday at ages 90 and 89, respectively. But if I told you the messy guy from The Odd Couple, or that one guy from Spy Hard and Sting and 200 other things died, you might know. If I showed you this picture, you probably have seen these two guys on screen a couple of times at least. Both of these guys dying at the same time kind of highlights something in Hollywood that a lot of people don't understand, is the idea of, supporting actors, guys that go on screen and they do great roles, but they don't take the lead. They support. And it's sad that, normally you wouldn't know those guys' names, but they are in everything. And guys like them are in everything all the time. So, if you don't know certain actors' names in movies, that you like the actor, you like the character, maybe learn their names, maybe go on Facebook and like their page, or write them a letter. Oh, heaven forbid you actually write a letter. Good heavens. Guys like these guys get a lot of praise, but also get ignored a lot by the bigger establishments and the, most people. So maybe, go look up a supporting actor's name today and write him a nice note, email or something. I don't know. To put effort into it. And for those of you who watched X Times last Monday and continue to watch, I want y'all to know thank you so much for participating in the Project for Awesome. Well, Hank, take it away. You describe it much better than I do.
I want to talk about the Project for Awesome because through the Indiegogo campaign, we raised $397,000. And if you include all of the other donations that happened throughout the internet for Project for Awesome, it was more than $500,000. More than 700,000 comments, each one of them costing John Green a penny. More than 15,000 individual donors and thousands of amazing Project for Awesome videos. There are so many good causes that are going to be supported by this, so thank you all so much for participating in whatever way you did.
And that, my friends, is the power of the internet in just a single day. What can we really do if we really put time and effort into things? But that is the end of today's show. Thank you so much for watching. There are other things going on in the world today. I kind of didn't really want to talk about some of the more depressing ones, the war ones, but if y'all want us to talk about stuff, AllThingsExtraordinary@gmail.com is down in the description bar. You should, highlight it and replace the @ signs and the dot stuff. And anyways, the point is, email us stuff. We like stuff. Comment. It's cool too. And, like us and share and whatever it is you do to keep the word going. But these are extraordinary times. I am Jeremy, and as always, be aware. That was attractive and totally intentional. That's just my opinion.